Hello, beautiful souls far and wide. My name is Cora Flora, and today I feel inspired to flow for you a weekly oracle card reading for the week of March 5th until March 12th, 2018. However, at any point that you see this, if it resonates with your inner truth and you notice synchronicity and you feel like you receive validation, then it is for whenever and however you are. My intention is that this guidance serves your highest good, to help create heaven on earth for all. So now I'm just going to tune in, shuffle, and see what cards flow out. It's amazing because I can only do this in one take, so it really requires a lot of trust and surrender. So these cards are very clear. Okay, we've got 4 cards. And so there was 3, they very clearly and easily came out. And the first batch are twins. And the way that I like to read cards is that when twins come out, when cards that are together come out, they have a correlated message. They're meant to be complementary and something about it is connected. So here we go. So firstly, well-deserved reward, and it's in the blocked position. So as I shift this card right side up, I would like to create an energy asking Great Spirit, God, love, source, whatever name you want to call this essence that we all are, this great love, may whatever has been blocking us from being in alignment with the energy of receiving the support and validation and truthful reward that we deserve, may that be released so we can be in alignment with it. And the twin card that comes with it is base chakra. So there is a sense of something to do with a reward coming in and the base chakra. So the base chakra is also known as the root chakra. It has to do with our sense of connection with the earth, with family, with community, with food, with money, this sort of like very base primal energy. So if you've been working on healing this, there's the light coming in here. So if you've been working on healing this, know that there is well-deserved rewards coming in. And I feel like this is meant to be validation, support, encouragement for you to trust your truth, trust your inspiration, trust the journey that you are on, and ultimately trust the process. Even though sometimes in the human experience, I admit, I sometimes experience it where I'll have times when I'm really connected to my higher self and my soul, and I'll be able to see I see why I'm learning this, and this is happening, and great. But other times I'll be deeply in the human experience, and I'll just be like, what is happening? This is so hard. And I'm being really animated today. I feel like because there are perhaps some others out there who can relate. So just know that you're not alone, and the undulations, the times when it feels like what's happening? It's okay. Trust that you are held. Trust that everything's happening with a higher grace. And every time you're praying from within that, know that every prayer is heard and answered. It's just happening in a way that will serve your highest good and will ultimately be the most benevolent outcome. So card number 2. Bing, heal. Yes, so important. What I love about this card is not only the chains, and this could be chains of cycles of abuse, of ancestral patterns, of limitation, of pain, whatever it is, trust your inner knowing about this. These chains are being broken so that we can be free. And I'm noticing too this sort of radiating light coming out. I'm also noticing it's kind of like this diamond light in the heart, this like soul light. Also a great light here. And this is interesting because it kind of relates to the root chakra, the connection with the earth, the feet. So this is, I feel, something to do with being able to receive from source, being able to feel good in your body, being able to feel connected with the earth in a really good way, in a really holistic, heartfelt, connected way. So this is perhaps hinting and validating and supporting what you're going through. Again, take it if it resonates, let it go if it don't. However, I really feel a message coming through that healing is possible and that we all deserve it, no matter what we've done or not done or experienced. just know that we all deserve to experience heaven on earth. We are all God's children. We all have the power to forgive, to move on, to heal, to alchemize, to transform, and ultimately create an even better future thanks to all that we have learned. Card numero 3. Throat chakra. So, woohoo! Throat chakra. This has to do with communication. A lot of people who have blocks in their throat very often also have like physical manifestations like thyroid issues, or perhaps vocal nodes, or phlegm. So this is interesting because I, as a shamanic voice coach, work a lot with the throat chakra, and also as a singer, musician, musical channel. I love the throat, but I admit it's an ongoing journey to communicate in a way that is not just from the mind or from the thoughts, but to really communicate from the body, from the emotions, from the depth of the soul, the depths, because they're infinite. It takes a lot of work, and it takes a lot of courage, and it takes a lot of love. So this is interesting because I feel like many of us are being called to speak our truth, to share the deepest essence of who we are, and perhaps even sing our magic into this world. And to come back to shamanic voice coaching, I didn't intend for this to be a shamanic voice coaching commercial, but in case there are people out there who resonate, I'd love to just share a little bit more about what I do and how I help with this, because it may be of value to you. And I'll also give you a little taste of it. So a lot of what I do in shamanic voice coaching is helping people to communicate their deepest heart, their deepest soul, their deepest truth through their voice. And very often this involves clearing. So very often we'll do sounding, where through not only sound but also very often through movement, because I'm finding that the body wants to be heard and felt and communicated as well a lot these days. We clear out anything that you're scared of saying, anything that you're ashamed of saying, any blocks basically, so that a deeper truth can come forward. And then for me as a healer and intuitive, I am very empathic, so I can feel people's energy and I can help guide them, or you, but I'll speak in a way towards them. Very often with clients, I'll receive guidance about different exercises that can help open up their energy fields and their voice and their communication in different ways. And this has been an amazing journey for me of learning to trust what I feel and being able to be guided by love and the intentions for healing for this person in their highest good. And it's amazing what happens. It is such deep work, and so much so that now I'm encouraging people when they do come to me to book 3 sessions as an introduction, because the work goes so deep that sometimes it's almost just like pushing someone off a cliff and be like, fly! When, you know, it would be better to kind of fly together for a little bit so that it doesn't feel like such a daunting thing to open up so many deep aspects of the self to communicate them to the world. So anyways, just wanted to share that. So if you are feeling like you'd like to open up and heal your throat chakra, one other little exercise I'd like to leave you with at the end of this reading is to practice communicating different aspects of your body. And so to bring it back to the base chakra, like very often with singing, I tell people to sing from different aspects of themselves, because a lot of people, when they can't sing, they'll be singing just from the vocal cords and just kind of from the mind. So it'll be like, and when I was down, do you hear that? How I'm just kind of resonating up here? Whereas if I bring my resonance down to my heart, I'm resonating with my heart, you can feel my love much more. And even deeper, I like to bring people down to their base chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus, like down into the body and the emotions. And that is where the deepest power and the deepest truth and the deepest soulful connection comes from. So to give you an example of how that feels, like, I'm now resonating. There's so much more power in my voice. I feel it in my legs, my hips, my whole body. So I feel like sharing that with you because that can really help to open up to being able to communicate soulfully all aspects of yourself, and not just your mind and not even just your heart, but to really ask your whole body, What are you here to tell me? What can I share with the world? How can we bless the world with the communication of loving truth? So I leave you with that. Enjoy that if you feel inspired to do that during the week. I hope this helped you. And I will leave a link below if you're interested in either a written oracle card reading to go more in depth into your stuff. I do that. And I also have a link for shamanic voice coaching in case you're interested in an in-depth session, 90 minutes, me and you, soul to soul, heart to heart, to expand you to your infinite potential in terms of the communication, freedom, and fluidity of your soul through your voice in this world.